But again, if a person has this nur, and if they have this light, then they are able to now truly distinguish what is right from wrong. And that's where you get Suratul Furqan, right? Suratul Furqan. So Furqan means a criteria. It comes from the word farq, right? Furqan from farq, yufarriqu bayn al-haq wal-batil. You can distinguish between what is right and what is wrong, what is good from what is evil, what is moral from what is immoral. When a person has iman and then they're blessed with nur, then they're able to have this distinction of morality and ethics. You know what is right and you know what is wrong. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he begins that surah by also describing the Prophet in a very kind of beautiful way, which ties into what came earlier in Surah Al-Anbiya. Right? تبارك الذي نزل الفرقان على عبده ليكون للعالمين نذيرا. That blessed is the one who revealed the Furqan, the criteria. And the Furqan is a nickname of the Quran, the criteria through which we distinguish and determine what is right from what is wrong. So blessed is the one who revealed the Furqan on his slave. And again, this idea of slavehood being a praise. So the Prophet, he's not mentioned by name all the time. He's usually mentioned by nicknames. And one of the most praiseworthy nicknames is Abd. And maybe save that for another time, right? But why did he send this? لِيَكُونَ لِلْعَالَمِينَ نَذِيرًا. So that he could be a nadhir, a warner for all of creation. So we commonly hear and quote, and rightfully so, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. Here he's لِلْعَالَمِينَ nadhir. So he's also nadhir for the alameen. So being a mercy for all of mankind doesn't necessarily mean that you always just, ignore what's wrong with the world, or you ignore what's wrong with ourselves, and you just, don't judge me. I'm trying my best. That's true. Do your best. We all do our best. But there are times when we have to allow ourselves to be criticized. We have to allow ourselves to be critiqued. Otherwise, we'll never improve. And your true friend is the one that can actually tell you what's wrong with you, not the one who's always telling you what's so amazing about you, right? The youngsters, mashallah, they're really, really good friends. They're like best friends. They're critiquing each other every day, every minute of the day, mashallah. Always telling each other how trashy they are and how much they need to improve and what's wrong with themselves. So you guys should appreciate each other. Those are true friends, mashallah, right? So again, it further clarifies what this idea of rahmatul lil alameen. That's why we have to have, again, a very comprehensive and holistic understanding of the Quran. You can't just quote things and then based on how we like to understand it, we understand it like that. He's also lil alamina nadhira. He's also a warner. Tells people like, look, there's a hellfire. So when Allah Ta'ala talks about the Prophet as being Bashir and Nadir, what does that mean? He's a Bashir, he gives glad tidings of Jannah, and he's Nadir, he tells people about hellfire. We can't always sugarcoat things. And sometimes we have to point out what's wrong so that we can prove ourselves. This is Furqan. Furqan will do that. It'll distinguish what is right from what is wrong. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah, allow us to have true iman, allow us to have nur, and allow us to be able to distinguish between what is right and what is wrong, and always have the courage to follow what is right and to stand up against what is wrong. Wa akhiru da'wana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Salatu